Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. I hope you are having a great day. Today's video includes stories about cheating, toxic spouses, relationship problems and entitled people. Be aware. I caught my husband cheating on me with his stepsister. I just need a place to let this out. Last week, I, 29, female, caught my husband Jack, 30, male, cheating on me with his stepsister Claire, 24, female. I went out with a friend last Saturday and planned to stay at her house. Jack didn't want to be alone all night, so he said he'd just go hang out with his stepsister. They've always been close, and they ended up going to a bar. I was feeling unwell and just wanted my bed, so I decided to get an Uber and head home. I was not expecting to walk in on them having sex on the couch. I literally threw up on the floor by the front door. They told me they were drunk and it just kinda happened. Of course, it just happened. I screamed at them both to leave. Jack refused to leave and refused to sleep on the couch. What an a-hole. So I ended up leaving anyway, and went back to my friends. I am still in shock that he actually slept with Claire. I think I'm gonna file for a divorce. I am so overwhelmed and uncomfortable. As you should. Has anyone else gone through this? Please message me if so. I feel very alone and confused. Also, do I tell their parents that's why we're gonna get a divorce? I've been isolating myself a lot because of this. OP gives us more information in the comments. Their parents got married when he was 10 and she was 4. It makes me kinda sick that they've been in each other's lives since they were young, and could actually do this. They've always said they consider themselves as full siblings, so this is really disturbing. It really is OP, it really is. Has she tried calling you? Yes, Claire tries texting me every day to apologize, and is begging me not to tell anyone. How often do they spend alone time together? Quite a bit. They work together and she lives nearby. And why didn't he leave or sleep on the couch? Does he think he did nothing wrong? I don't care if he's drunk. Please divorce this loser. He pretty much seemed mad at me for catching them. He told me that it's his house too and I can't make him leave. Hoji. I've been staying at my friend's since it happened, and I want to go home so bad, but he refuses to leave. It sucks so much. Gonna talk to a divorce lawyer soon. I'm 100% done with him. Do you think it's possible he has been grooming her since they were young? This is scary to think about. I really hope not. I think I'm gonna call my mother-in-law and talk to her about it tonight. Oh my god OP, I'm so sorry this happened to you. But let's get this straight, your husband is a huge a-hole, not only because he cheated on you and with who he cheated with, but also on how he's been acting towards you after everything that he did. Apparently he doesn't regret anything, and he still thinks he did nothing wrong. I am disgusted with this man. He's more upset that you stopped him from sleeping with his stepsister than he is about what he did to you or the end of your marriage. Get rid of him OP, he doesn't deserve your suffering. Ask for the divorce and move on with your life. Because let's be real, even if you could get over the betrayal, I don't think you could get over the fact that the cheating happened to his sister, even though she is his stepsister. And yes, I think you should talk to his parents about what happened, alert them, find out if something like that could have happened in the past, but then move on with your life. And what do you guys think of this mess? What would you do if you were OP? What advice would you give her? Don't forget to comment down below. Now let's read the comments before going to the update. I'm guessing this wasn't the first time. I'm sorry OP. Please don't hesitate to tell people why you are divorcing, so he doesn't have the opportunity to paint you as the bad guy. You think? Even ignoring the stepsister element, he took a girl into your home knowing you wouldn't be there to F her. I'm gonna bet it is not the first time something like this happened. Get proof, lawyer up, and tell the family. Tell everybody what happened, don't let them tell their side first. And divorce if you consider, it doesn't matter he cheated with his stepsister, he cheated period. Best of luck. Time to air out all their dirty laundry and leave these cheaters in the dust. Of course you tell their parents why. It affects their family dynamic even after your divorce is finalized. You shouldn't have to lie or omit anything about your life. Sunshine is sanitizing. Also, if they're always been close, they've definitely effed before. First things first, get a lawyer and get tested for STD. You're not the one to be obliged to maintain their secret, but I wouldn't go down that path. To his family I wouldn't say why, but to your family and friends I would be open, so the news will reach their family sooner or later, and they won't blame you on anything. Well, what did you think of the comments? Would you suggest anything different for how OP should deal with her cheating, hopefully soon-to-be ex-husband? Now let's go to the update and see how things unfolded. Update: I caught my husband cheating on me with his stepsister. I wanted more information on how long it's been going on, and at what age it started, so I decided to text Claire. I told her I wouldn't tell anyone if she answered my questions. So she agreed to tell me everything. I asked her when they first had sex. At first she told me it was their first time, but I told her I'm not believing that. She then confessed that their first time was right before she turned 18. I am so disgusted and extremely concerned. Good God. Then I asked her if it's still been happening since then, and she said no. She explained that they did it when she was 17, and never did it again until last week. I don't think I can trust her though, I don't know. She also told me that Jack is the one who initiated sex, but who knows if that's the truth, it very well could be though. Jack and I have been together for 5 years, married for 2. We were gonna start trying for a baby soon, so I'm crushed. I wasted so many years of my life with this man, I don't know who he even is right now. I lied to Claire though, I 100% planned on telling their parents. Some of you say that it would be wrong to do so, but because it happened when she was 17, I felt like they needed to know, and deal with it however they choose. They didn't believe me at first, until I showed them the screenshots of mine and Claire's conversation. They still seem to be in denial a little bit, I don't blame them though. I told them I'm filing for divorce and that I am moving on with my life. They gave me a hug and said they'd speak to both of them, but I told my mother-in-law that I didn't want to know anything else, and to please let me live in peace. She's gonna respect that. I more than likely won't have more updates, but I wanted everyone to know that I'm for sure getting a divorce and gonna find a therapist, because I'm depressed and need the support to move on. Thank you to everyone who was kind and gave me advice and support. Does soon-to-be ex feel any remorse at all? Nope. He's being very cold towards me and refuses to leave the house, so I've been staying with my friend. Do you both own the house? Of course he's cold because his secret is out. Tell everyone honestly. Yes, we both own the house, unfortunately, so that's just something else we gotta figure out. This is so annoying and awful to go through, I hate this. How did your husband take the news about your plans for divorce? Has he moved out of the house? He refuses to leave the house, so I've been staying with a friend. He's being very cold towards me and doesn't care that I want a divorce. I don't know who this man is anymore. The painful truth is that you probably never really knew him, OP. You only knew the pretty facade that he showed to you and everyone else. Well, OP, I'm glad you got rid of that man. I understand that you are suffering a lot at the moment, but there was no way you could stay married to him, and imagine finding out all this when you already had a child with him, what a bigger mess that would be. I also think you did the right thing in telling his parents, and I believe it must have been a huge blow for them, but they should know. Your ex must be even more angry with you right now, but F him. Also, on the point of whether I believe in the stepsister's version, I have no idea. She could be telling the truth, but they could also have been cheating on you for years, and she only told you that story so you wouldn't tell her family. I don't know. What I know is that you made the right decision in divorcing this man. Good luck, OP. And what did you think of the update? Do you think OP made the right decision? What else would you advise her to do? Don't forget to leave your comments down below. Now let's go to the next story. Oh, and are you enjoying the video so far? If so, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notifications to know when a new video is out. This really helps the channel, so I appreciate it. Now let's go to the next story. Am I the idiot for not letting my wife go to medical school? I, male, 35, have a wife, female, 34, who stays home to take care of our 2 children. I am a relatively wealthy software engineer, and I have been trying to be financially responsible to save money for retirement and my children's college. After getting into a few medical TV shows, my wife has had an obsession with being a doctor and has been trying to convince me to pay for her applications to multiple medical schools. I think this is a stupid decision because my wife has been out of her communications degree for 11 years now, and she hasn't even taken the medical college admission test or anything like that. And if by some slim chance she gets into medical school, her tuition would wreck our finances and cause all sorts of problems with childcare. I tried explaining to her that this decision isn't realistic and suggested that she try to do some other training like being a certified nursing assistant to get a taste for the medical field first, but she got mad at me and said that I am stealing away her career aspirations. Am I the idiot? Edit, here's some context from my comments. I told her I would support her taking a smaller step into the medical field by becoming a certified nursing assistant or nurse first, because it's more realistic for her to get that position and then advance to medical school. Also, I never forced her to stay at home and do childcare. I do a third of the housework on top of my job, and she asked to stay at home since we got married. She just recently changed her mind. I understand your concern. I don't overly restrict her spending, and any financial rule that we create that is imposed on her is also imposed on me. All large-scale financial decisions, over $1,000 have to be approved by both of us to occur. We both can buy necessities, and anything we want underneath $1,000 occasionally. Since her 50 applications exceed $1,000, we both needed to approve and I don't approve at all. Edit 2, more context from relevant things I addressed in comments. Additionally, my wife is refusing to take the medical college admission test despite my encouragement to do so first, because she thinks studying for it will slow down her timeline. And to those who are suggesting I agree to let her apply to fewer schools, she does not like that compromise. She insists she has to maximize her chances by applying to at least 50. She also doesn't like the compromise I offered of trying another medical career first like nursing. OP has offered the following explanation for why they think they might be the a-hole. The action I did was not paying for my wife's medical school applications. I might be the a-hole because she seems very passionate about this career, and I am preventing her from pursuing it. OP also gives more information in the comments. Her degree isn't science-based, so does she have any scientific background? Maybe just pay for her to take the MCAT so she understands this isn't the field for her. I tried telling her to take that first. But she insists that it's not a requirement for her applications and that studying for it will just slow down her timeline. Is she okay in general? Seems like more conversation is needed. Is this out of character? Could she be experiencing mania? She has a slight tendency to get into phases and then drop them soon after, but I don't want to write off her medical aspirations as that. That's why I'm encouraging her to start with a less competitive career like nursing so she can work her way up. Has she looked into physician assistant programs? While still competitive, it makes a little more sense than nursing, with her goals. She definitely will not get into med schools in the US without recent MCAT and probably updating prerequisites. I'll try suggesting physician assistant programs to her, thanks for the advice. But right now she is dead set on no compromises, and going straight to medical applications. She thinks she will be slowing herself down by trying to pursue another medical career first. She needs more realistic expectations. I told her she should try becoming a certified nursing assistant or nurse first, and then advance her career more slowly. Jumping straight into med school, which she probably wouldn't get into right now, would be wildly irresponsible, not to mention a huge waste of money. Well, as someone who has already been unsure which career path to take, I recommend your wife to take it easy, especially with something that will affect both of your lives so much. Maybe talk to someone in the healthcare field, get more details of what the real work experience is like, and not just rely on what is on the internet, or how it is portrayed in movies and TV shows. Of course, like every job, it must have its good and bad, but anything on TV is glamorized and more exaggerated, whether for more or less, than what actually is in reality. I just really hope she isn't being carried away by what is shown in fiction. I hope it's not just for this reason, that she suddenly became interested in this career. Many believe that being a doctor is not just a job, but a calling, and if she is not 100% committed to it, she will most likely fail. And it's your job as her husband to not only support her, but also confront her when you're not sure if she's committed to something that will not only affect her, but also the rest of your family. I don't dismiss your reason for concern, and you made other suggestions for her in the healthcare field, where she might be more successful, or at least faster than medical school. You're not stealing her dreams away, OP, you're only expecting her to be a little more realistic. So no, OP, you're definitely not the idiot. And what did you guys think of this situation? Do you think OP made the right decision? Now let's read some comments and see what they had to say. Not the idiot. Retired nurse here, ask her if she would apply to nursing school. If she has her bachelor's degree, any field, as long as it's a bachelor's degree, she can apply for a 16-month accelerated registered nurse bachelor's program. She can always pursue more advanced degrees if she chooses. She'll soon see how television programs in no way ever reflect reality. There's a huge demand for nurses, but again, she will quickly realize why there's so many positions available. This is terribly unrealistic, and 50 applications is an enormous amount of money. With a communications degree, she likely doesn't even have the required coursework for medical school. Perhaps she should try the MCAT first, to see if she really wants to do this? Not the idiot, tell her to prepare for MCAT. See how dedicated she is, and I doubt she would pass. I have had friends fail, and they were well prepared and just out of school. Not the idiot. As much as I believe everyone should be able to follow their career, she's not being realistic. On top of money for school, you'll have to find someone full-time to take care of the children. That's going to cut into your finances. And she's not going to be able to replenish that money quickly with her career. In addition, she thinks TV shows depict what a medical career is like. She needs to grow up. Looks so glamorous on TV, nice ward rounds to show off what you studied, sleepless nights look nice when you have a makeup artist on set fixing you up to continue to look good. They show you studying for 5 minutes on screen, and that's enough to pass exams. Yeah, she needs to get some real-world exposure. Not the idiot, to put it simply, your wife is delusional. Medical school is notoriously hard to get into. Nearly all medical schools require an MCAT score. Not to mention, a communications major would not have taken even half the science courses required, plus, she's been out of school for over a decade? Most schools probably won't even look at course requirements outside of 5 years. She has literally nothing on her academic resume for schools to even look at her application. She'll get filtered out before an actual person even lays eyes on her application, because there's so many requirements she won't even meet. Any consideration of applying is just a waste of money. If she wants to go to medical school, she literally needs to start from scratch. And what do you guys think of this? Do you agree with the comments? What would you do if you were in OP's shoes? What advice would you give him? Don't forget to leave your comments down below. And that's it for today, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time.